Let's pause for a moment. Owen has just left his house, and he has 30 minutes starting from now to find a hiding spot somewhere in the greater Sacramento area. His goal? Have the longest hiding run time for the entire day. Back at the house, Will and I are waiting for 30 minutes before we can start looking for him. Once those 30 minutes are up, we are free to start asking our questions to narrow down where Owen could be. As soon as we start asking questions, Owen is going to be able to draw useful cards and play curses that will slow us down. Let's get back to the game a little bit before Owen has left his house. All right, it is almost 9 o'clock here. We are at Owen's house right now. Owen is getting ready to leave on his hiding run. He is actually right over in here. Hi, buddy.
Leave me alone.
Just doing some last minute prep. I don't really know where to look. I don't really know where the camera is. Let me fix. Ugh. There we go. Yeah, so we're waiting for Owen to be ready to go. He's gonna set off pretty much as soon as he's ready. And then we will begin our 30-minute wait.
Are you recording and going all the way?
So Owen is about to set out on his grand adventure. He's getting ready.
All right.
And he has his 30 minutes timer as soon as he gets in the car and begins his departure here. Owen, do you have any last words before we don't see you for a while? Well,
No, it's just like
our viewers at home will see you in
It's just
a
that you're not gonna see
few
me in a
seconds
while.
here through the magic of editing. So,
You won't see me for another maybe 4 hours. See ya.
good luck, pal.
Bye-bye.
Good luck.
It's let's see, 8:50 a.m. I just left the house and I got 30 minutes to get somewhere. I have a game plan. I don't know how well it's gonna work because I'm kind of banking off a couple of cards. But I hopefully should have, at least if I don't get those cards, a strong enough strategy to last a few hours, hopefully, maybe a couple of 30-minute time bonuses. I'll let you guys try to figure out where I'm at, just based on where I'm going, what you can see out the window, what you can see around me. But I'll have a couple of stops that I'm gonna hit before, cause I probably got some time. I can hang out. So yeah, catch you guys.
So I didn't realize this until after I was recording, but my phone for some reason did not capture any audio while we were in the car. Unfortunately, that means you don't have any idea what we were talking about, so I'll have to do my best over voiceover to explain and fill you in. Don't worry, the clips where we were outside of the car are still working for the entire video. That being said, when I was in my car with my phone specifically, you have no sound. We'll do our best. Here's roughly how we started the round. Owen's house was uniquely difficult for the seekers. It's very centrally located on the playing field and has lots of nearby connections to freeway systems and major roads. Because of this, Owen could have covered nearly the entire map in his hiding time, something which we wouldn't see as a possibility on the other two runs. Will and I both had different ideas of where Owen would go. Will thought he would go southwest, heading toward downtown. I had a hunch that he would turn east and take Highway 50 toward Folsom to easily make it there in under 30 minutes. Will and I quickly wanted to divide the map into quadrants and narrow it down from there. Will's plan to accomplish this was to ask 2 thermometer questions, each of which would divide the map into 2. This technique allowed us to quickly know which direction to head in while we took time to develop a more precise strategy at the cost of 2 early card draws for Owen.
30-minute timer is up. I am parked in a parking lot, currently waiting on their question, just so that they don't think I'm still driving. I'm feeling good. I don't know why they didn't have a question preloaded, but more time for me, I guess. So they're lost. Right. So it's been a few minutes. I moved out of the parking lot to one of my game plans, and so far it's paid off. But they've asked 2 thermometer questions, one 1 mile, one half mile, and they were both colder. So they've at least got what quadrant I'm in. They asked the second one was a north-south, and that one, it was pretty close. They were like on the line since it was only a half mile. I hope I didn't throw them off with that, because it is on the border, but they did go north and I am south. So yeah, but since they asked 2 thermometer questions, I get to pull some cards.
Let's pause for a moment. Owen has just been asked 2 thermometers. Will and I moved first, heading in a western direction, and we asked our first thermometer on a 1 mile distance. It ended up being colder, so we decided to ask another thermometer right after that to figure out if he was north or south. We already knew that he was in the eastern side of the map, but we just wanted to figure out whether or not we would head for the north freeway or the south freeway. We used a half-mile thermometer to determine this, and it also was colder. So, as Owen said, we knew kind of where we had to head.
Since they have 2 thermometer questions, I get to draw 4, pick 2. Draw 2, pick 1 for both of them. So, first 2, shuffle. First 2, veto question and time bonus. Since it's only a 5-minute time bonus, I'm going to take the veto question, since this might stall them later on. So I will hold on to this one, discard this one, and reshuffle. Deck. First one, Curse of the Drained Brain. Choose 3 questions in different categories. Seeker cannot ask those questions for the rest of the run. This is a good card. The second one is a 10-minute time bonus. This is also good, but right now, I think I'm gonna take the Curse of the Drained Brain. Casting cost is discard your hand. So depending on what their next question is, I might veto it and then cast this, so that I don't lose anything. But I'll see.
Last time you checked in with Will and I, we were looking around and doing 2 thermometer questions from about the center of the map to figure out what quadrant Owen was in. With a good idea of where we need to head to find him, we started moving south toward Highway 50, and we were planning to head into the Folsom region. Once we got past the freeway, we decided that we would stop very quickly and ask a 5-mile radar. The 5-mile radar would help us clear out some very annoying areas and really point us toward Folsom, where we thought he could be.
So radar is another draw 2, pick 1. So I get to draw 2 and pick 1 more. Just collecting, because at this point I haven't really had anything to use it on. Yeah, my 2 cards would not be very helpful. Although the next question they ask, I will veto because I low-key forgot I had that card. I'm not gonna lie. But all right. First card, discard 3, draw 2. I think that's very helpful in my situation. And oh my gosh, this is the card I wanted. What's the card? Oh my gosh, this is the exact card I wanted. The Curse of the Luxury Car. Take a photo of a car. The seekers must take a photo of a more expensive car before asking another question. This is huge. The neighborhood I was just in, I was scouting for really nice cars. I found a pretty nice Jaguar. I'm not sure how much it's worth, but you don't just find those lying around on the everyday street. That is gonna slow them down so much, but I need to get there in time because I don't know if they're heading to my section or not. I will update you guys. If you see me in a car, you know that they're in the wrong direction and I'm going to cast this on them. This is huge. All right, so bad news is they went in the correct direction, which means they are now pretty much in my zone, which is unfortunate. But if they maybe go past my zone, which I think is unlikely at this point, but if they do, then I might have time to get back to where I was. It's not too long of a drive, but it's long enough that it's gonna be a struggle. Good news is though, I found a pretty good spot under this bridge right here. It's right next to a path, so it's still in the rules. And it's got a nice little shady spot for me to be under for a little while. Although you can't see a lot. I'm gonna move some of this brush out of the way and hope that they don't find me. All right. Okay, so they're in my zone. They're in my region, which is not good, but I'm really trying to think of a way to use that luxury car because that's the card I really wanted and I got it. Out of all 40, I got it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to use it. I still do have my Curse of the Drained Brain, but that would require me to discard my hand and the card that I really want, which is not good, but if it comes to it, I might have to use it. Yeah, not looking great. It's pretty nice down here. It's got a nice view. It's nice and cool. So in the meantime, while I wait for them to hopefully lose my trail, I'm going to play my Switch, honestly. I brought it in my backpack. So I'm just gonna mess around until I ask another question. I'll keep you guys updated.
In the last clip, Will and I were on our way to Folsom. Having arrived in Folsom, we're now trying to figure out how to narrow down where Owen is. Will's strategy is to use a matching to figure out if we share the same nearest Kiki's Chicken Place, a pretty common fast food chicken chain in Sacramento. If he does share the same one as us, he's likely in the Folsom area. If not, he's probably further out in El Dorado Hills. So we're asking right now, basically we made it out toward Folsom. We're kind of on the edge of Folsom. More of like the less dense part, but still Folsom proper. As you can see, there's not a whole lot around. Still a good sized shopping center. Some major roads, which getting around Folsom is gonna be really easy by car and very, very easy by walking or one wheel. So that's a great sign for us.
Should we get some hermanos while we wait for the answer?
I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry.
I'm gonna get my earbud.
Because this is his genius idea.
My big brain. Big brain Yoru, man. For those of you get that reference.
Gotta have the yerba mate.
For those, if you know, you know. Look at my whole desk setup I got here. I gotta lean over that. Okay, so essentially, let's see where it is on the map. Why is my phone battery so low? Or not low, battery. That would be bad. Okay, so the Kiki's is... What the heck? Oh yeah. So we're here, the Kiki's is here. This is the freeway. Gotta have to figure out where we are. Hold on.
All of this outline in black is where he could potentially be. Minus like some of this area, but we're really hoping he's not a bozo and didn't go all the way south. Because that would be a blunder on our part. I think I like the little tail of Folsom there that I, for some reason, left in. I don't know why I did that.
Are we in the region? Because it wouldn't matter if we're in the region or not.
It doesn't matter, unless we're asking, like, Iron Point is...
Is that this street?
It's a...
You just drew a line through nothing.
Oops. Because it's Google Maps. Okay, we are in the region.
No, we're not.
We're not in the region.
That's fine, though.
We don't need to be in the region, though.
Veto question. Okay, so he has a veto question, and he just used it on us.
Drat.
Which makes me think that he is in the region.
Correct.
That makes me think that he has to be in Folsom.
He still gets card draw for that, correct?
Yeah.
Oh. He's gonna have... Oh, that's what I was kind of worried about.
I should have shaved.
Me too.
I have a lot of...
I can't. Well, I guess I get to scratch my
I have a lot of fur.
stubble.
A lot of fur to scratch. Okay, you guys...
Let's talk about this here. So we think that because he vetoed the question, I think there's a good chance that he is nearby. So I feel like it might be time to do a little bit of ground game here. I think what we're gonna do, because this is a bit of a wrench in our plans, because we got no information off of that minus like a hunch, and that's not very useful. Because he could be here, but he could also just be totally playing mind games with us right now. What about a radius? Like a radar? What's our smallest radar available?
Okay, we are not in Folsom, so we could be moving right now.
That is true. So quick technicality break.
The moving thing makes this so hard.
I know.
The end game is so hard because he can't take photos because he can't move if we're in his region.
Right.
But if we're not in his region, then he can move wherever he wants.
He could be anywhere in the region.
Oh, that's so hard.
So, and it's honestly balanced. So essentially,
I don't know how we find him. How do we find him late game?
Strava map, and the problem here is we are technically not in his region.
We do a tentacles.
From here, well, that would be too much card draw is what I'm worried about. If he has a veto question, I'm worried that he has better stuff that he's
Okay,
ready to
but we
use.
already asked a bunch of questions. So his hand size, this is a great time to ask this question because his hand size is
Do you think?
out. Oh, what do we do?
I think we're gonna take a minute here to look at questions and figure out a game plan, look at the map a little bit, and we'll get back to you when we have a good idea. I bet Owen is just laughing his hands off right now by how much he just messed with us with our plan. So I will see you guys in a moment. We have a better idea what we're doing.
Alright, so I've just been informed that I do in fact get to draw off the veto, which I did not know. But that's huge because I low-key need something right now. So let's shuffle these up. Maybe a 30-minute time bonus, which honestly I would probably take because that's a lot of time. Is that top card? 5-minute time bonus. It's okay. This is a good card. Curse of the Gambler's Feet. For the next hour, before taking any steps, the seekers must roll a die. They can only take that many steps forward before they have to roll again. I can just cast this. I do have to roll a die, and if I get a 5 or 6, it doesn't count. But I've got a, 4 in 6 chance, 66% chance to have this. This would be huge. Especially since I'm in a place that's not super close to a road. This is huge. I'm definitely taking this. And I didn't say it before, but I took the luxury car card, obviously. But yeah, I'll be taking this and casting it pretty much immediately. All right, right now, they are currently not in their car, which means I'm gonna cast this. It'll slow them down to their car, and by the time they figure out the next question they're gonna ask, by the time they get here, it's gonna be another hour, probably 45 minutes. If they go directly to where I am, it's gonna be at least another 45 minutes of them rolling a freaking dice to step. This is ridiculous. But I got my dice. There's a lot of stuff on the ground, but here goes nothing. If I get a 1 to a 4, then I get it. If I don't, then, well, I'm screwed. Yes! I don't know if you can see that. That is a 2. I am casting this as soon as possible, AKA right now. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah. Gosh, this is hard.
So basically what we're gonna be doing is we are currently right now not in the Folsom region. We're in Orangevale or something, I don't know. But if we cross that street over there, bro does not know how to film. You flip the camera upside down.
Oh.
If we go across the street over there, we will be in the Folsom region. And so we can ask him a question that will require him to move.
Right.
If he cannot move because we're in his region, he has to tell us that. So then we'll be in Folsom, we know he's in Folsom. If he can move and go take photos, then we know he's not in Folsom because he can move.
And we get
cut off a lot of the Folsom.
And we get good information off of either.
I think we should not ask the 5 buildings question because technically he could take that photo without moving.
True.
So we should take a question that's gonna force him to move. 7-Eleven, McDonald's, something like that.
What if he's just camping at McDonald's?
Well, we'll hope not.
Okay, so we're gonna go for McDonald's then.
Or 7-Eleven. We haven't figured it out. We're gonna decide.
We'll figure it out. We're gonna first get across the street and figure out what's in the region.
Yeah, we're gonna ride our 1 wheels.
Yay! I'm hoping that because of the veto question that he used when we asked about the Kikis, that he is not in El Dorado Hills, because there is a Kikis in El Dorado Hills that he would have been closer to. So my hope is that we're in luck. So I'll get back to you guys, hopefully once we know what's going on. So Owen just sent us a message, and I haven't read it yet, so it could be normal, but it could also be a curse. And so Will's gonna go ahead and open that and find out what we're dealing with here. We are now, by the way, technically within the Folsom region, so we, assuming we're not cursed, can ask questions.
So, this is really funny, actually. This is sad for Owen. This is a El Bozo moment. He just cast us Curse of the Gambler's Feet.
Oh no. Let me put the card up on the screen. Yeah.
So basically, that means that we cannot walk without rolling the die first. Now, we don't have the die on us right now, but we also don't have to walk because we have 1 wheels. So technically, we don't need to roll the die for it.
So I think we're still gonna go ahead and ask our question right now that we're in the Folsom range. Get that photo and go from there.
You wanna do bank? I think bank is a real, there's no way he's by a bank.
That's true. He would not be counting on that. McDonald's, there's like a chance that he was like there pre-firing it.
Or we could do a fire station.
Fire station could give us a lot of incidental information.
Well, it's police station or fire station.
Which could give us information. Because Folsom has its own police.
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
Yes, I actually really like
Well,
that.
I mean, if he's in Folsom, he can't take the photo.
Right, but if he's in El Dorado Hills, we'll see Folsom police. We'll see like Folsom fire. Okay, so we are asking, just a quick recap, a photo question, which is gonna let him draw 1 card. So, not the worst. And he can't pick between it, he just draws 1 and keeps it. So it's a pretty cheap question.
He's got a lot of emptiness in his hands, so he's going to get to keep some cards potentially. But at the same time, I'm thinking that we're getting close, and I'm thinking that because he used Gambler's Feet on us now, he doesn't have a lot of better curses, which is a good thing. So hopefully he doesn't draw into something. We just sent the question over, and if he doesn't respond and he says, I'm in my hiding zone, he's in his hiding zone. He just sent us a response. Well, actually a couple minutes ago. So we lost a little bit of time being sleeping, but he said, kind of unfortunately for us, but also it's not bad, that he is not able to answer the question. He's in the region, meaning we are in Folsom for our end game, and he cannot be in El Dorado Hills, in Orangevale, in that weird corner of Mather. So we know we're gonna be staying in Folsom. I need to roll again. I've used all my steps, minus this one, which I'm using to rotate. We're heading back to our car now, and we're gonna just go from there. So I just had a really interesting realization as we were getting back to the car. We're back at our car. We rolled the dice quite a bit, and we rode over here. He could potentially move around using some well-timed curses. Because of the way Folsom is, if we have to go to, like, I'm thinking right away, I'm thinking vacation destination, budget tourist or whatever it is, mediocre travel agent. If he sends us outside of Folsom and we're 2 miles away, the way the rules work is that means he can move freely. There's 2 conditions that have to be met for the hider to be able to move around in their region. The first being, we have to be outside the region. So right now he can technically move, unless he's right next to us, in which case he cannot move if he's within 2 miles with us. That is the other criteria. So if he sends us away on like a mediocre travel agent type of thing, which is one of the curses, I'll throw that up on the screen, then he could send us out of Folsom and 2 miles away potentially to where he could move and reposition, which could be annoying in the end game, which we're getting towards end game, hopefully. And we're kind of just hoping he doesn't have curses waiting for us. And so we're gonna take a minute to figure out what our next plan of action is, I think, and then go from there.
Alright, so, deal is, they know they're in the correct region. They just asked if a photo question, since I can't move, can't take a picture, they know they're in the correct region. There is a card that would allow me to move around for 15 minutes, and that gives me enough time to get back to the luxury car, which would slow them down tremendously. That would be insanely big. If I could draw that card, then honestly, I'm set for the next hour and a half, at least. If I can't draw that card, I'll see what happens. But since it's a photo card, they just asked a photo, I only get to draw one. So it's gotta be the one. Top card. Randomized question. I'll take it. It'll slow him down. But I'm hoping for that card, because that would literally win me the game.
So we were sitting here thinking about what questions to ask him, and we remembered that our car is actually parked outside of Folsom, so he could be moving right now. So we're just gonna go drive into Folsom, and then we're gonna stop and think about what we're gonna do. So we're working on driving into the Folsom region.
Slow down, we cannot turn left here. And we need to observe traffic.
Fantastic. We have
to go right and potentially go a while.
Turn around and head back.
This is really good if your name is Owen. This is really bad if your name is anybody else.
Let's see if Owen has any. Let's see if what Owen is.
We can make a U-turn at this light, so we are able to head back in the right direction. We need to get across Prairie City Road, which is the road that we rode over on our one wheels, and get into the Folsom region as soon as possible. That's our main goal right now.
Yeah, so waiting for the light by the Intel corporate building in Folsom. And we're gonna actually go into the Folsom region right now. Okay, so John just thought of something really smart.
We're going to use a Strava map. And what that's gonna do is he's gonna have to turn on his Strava, record a half-mile walk or run with 6 minimum turns so that he can't just run down a straight street, for example. And he can only do that. This is where it gets kind of brain. And then he has to send it to us with we don't get to see what the streets are. We just get to see a line. He can send that to us when we are outside the region. So I just had the idea, we're gonna make him do a Strava map while we are outside the region. As soon as he sends us the Strava map, we are going to enter Folsom again so that he is stuck wherever the Strava map ended. Then we're gonna play a little game of matching the Strava map around, which could take a while, but it could also go really fast. And then we'll use some other things like tallest building to narrow it down from there. So I think we're gonna turn around and head back out of Folsom, as silly as it seems, and then be ready to just jump into Folsom essentially as soon as he finishes that Strava map so that he's stuck where he goes. The only thing right now that could stop us, because I think this is a really good strategy, only thing I think could stop us right now is a curse that he's sitting on potentially, which is there's a good chance.
Go this way so we don't have to do the whole U-turn thing.
Good plan.
All right, we'll see you in a bit.
So, it's been a little while. They asked for a half-mile Strava run. I did it, but I could not figure out how to hide the street names. So what I ended up having to do is give them a little extra information with streets and such. I still blurred the street names, but they have info of what the surrounding area looks like pretty much. They know that there's a park with a body of water, which narrows it down a lot for them. But since they cast that, I get to do another draw cards. Since they did a half-mile Strava, I get to draw one card. I don't know what that card could be. Top card. I got Gambler's Feet again, which I'm going to put back. Take next top card. Curse of Spotty Memory. Seekers must roll a die to determine which category of questions will be disabled for the next 80 minutes. But the casting cost is discard a time bonus card. Since I don't have one, I don't know if I can use this. That would be big though, because I don't know what category I would disable. But I've got another thing in my arsenal I can use. I think we're gonna have to use something because they're probably gonna find me pretty soon. Just something to slow them down. Other than that, I'm stuck here in this less than ideal hiding spot because I'm just behind a bush pretty much, which is exposed to the street completely. I'll probably move a few steps that way, but other than that, I'm frozen.
So we're walking to Safeway right now.
3.
Because we have downtime.
5.
And
2. 3.
We're rolling.
1. Jeez. 3.
This is really hard.
4.
So we just discovered that crosswalks,
1.
are our worst enemy.
3. 1. 1. 4. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 3. 1. 2. 3. 2. 1. 2. 6. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 3. 1. 2. 3. 6. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 6. 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay, stop. 5. 6. So we're gonna go get some food in Safeway because I'm hungry. I didn't have food. But we still have to roll the die, so we're gonna be in Safeway. All the people around us. And we're gonna be rolling dice to walk. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 1. 2, 1, 2. 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you want to eat?
I just want something snacky. Or maybe like
I kind of want one of those like packaged
we could go
meals.
to the, like the deli. Let's go to the deli.
Okay, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
We have some options here, right in front of us.
6, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, this is exactly what the doctor ordered.
This is genuinely exactly what Dr. ordered. Okay, I'm rolling just in case we need to walk. 5.
Okay, we're gonna purchase some snacks. And we didn't have to walk too far, thankfully. That's the best part about this. They're right by the door.
To the front. To the front we go. 1, 3. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 4, 6, 1, 2, 5, 6, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3.
If you have your club card, please scan it now.
Do you have your club card?
Yeah.
I want those discounts.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, don't look.
Let's do it. 6, 1,
Thank you.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2. Bro, this is so bad. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 1, 2, 3. Don't record so much of it.
You get the idea. You get the idea. I think we take the sweaters off.
Okay, so we made it back to the car.
Oh.
And if you're wondering, yes, we did do the counting dice all the way across the street. And we were safe. We were very safe. On top of that, if you have a question about us driving, we are following the speed limit, so we have to be under or at the speed limit at all times. Same with the hider when they went and hide and had 30 minutes, they have to be in the speed limit.
Good exercise
So,
for me.
One of the rules. We only have, I think we have about 20 minutes left on our curse of the gambler's feet. So we hopefully are just gonna stay in the car for the next 20 minutes, eating and waiting for the Strava map.
As soon as that map goes, we have to book it to Folsom.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go to Folsom as fast as we can after he's finished with that Strava map, so he cannot move. So yeah, that's the plan. So this is what our map looks like now. He's only in the Folsom area.
Another thing we can do is we can also look for his car. That is a valid way of kind of zoning out where he is without using a radar, for example. It's a little hit or miss because he could park in so many places, but there's a few places where if he was like looking for parking that would be like inconspicuous, I can imagine he would go.
Yeah.
For example, there is like this one parking garage in downtown Folsom, which I think we're gonna head there first, depending on what the map shows us. There is this one parking garage in downtown Folsom that it can have like a few levels, and it's really easy to hide your car in there, and then walk anywhere in downtown Folsom. And so I think if I had to guess, that was his play. Like most likely, if he's downtown, that's what he did. If he is, the other option right now that I think, the way I see it, is he went to like Palladio, which is this big shopping center, and we would definitely not be able to find his car there. There's way too many cars parked there. And I honestly think that the map will give us a good clue of that, because he has to be on roads. So if he's in Palladio, he would have had to go on a big walk, because there's not a lot of roads over there. Technically, the roads in Palladio count as roads. They're signed as roads. So we can compare the map to that right away, if it looks like he could be there. But if it's like squares and big straight lines, we have a good feeling he's downtown. So we're kind of waiting on that, and then we'll just go. We're waiting to kind of book it as soon as we can into Folsom, make him stop, settle down, and go from there.
Yeah. This is a scam. This is just bread. All of this is just bread.
We went and ordered lunch from Safeway. Show them what the front of it looks like.
Yeah, it shows up like this, like all full and stuff. I think this one is more full.
Yeah.
Bruh, all of this is just bread. It's such a scam.
Reminder, you will have a 20-minute... Oh, hi.
So we're finishing our food, and we're waiting for the Strava map. It's taken 8 minutes so far. And the rule is, if he takes 15 minutes or more to answer a question, then it is a 30-minute deduction from him at the end of the run. So he has 7 more minutes to answer the Strava map or send us the Strava map before he gets a 30-minute deduction. So we're hoping he sends it soon. Or you get 70-minute deduction.
It doesn't matter to us.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter.
From here on out, the audio again was broken. However, right about after we ended that last video clip, Owen sent us the Strava map. Will was able to quickly put it onto the map and find a match. So from here, we are currently en route to where we think Owen is hiding, and we know he's got to be pretty close because of our strategy. So we're heading over there right now. Let's see if we can find him. Now that we knew the neighborhood Owen would be in, we had a good idea to canvass the streets and first look for his car or any obvious places he could be hiding. As we were driving up and down the streets, one of the first streets we turned on, Will happened to turn around and take a look behind him as we rounded a corner. And look who we found waiting for us there. Owen has been found with the time just over 2 hours and 5 minutes for his hiding run.
Do you like our little strategy there?
What?
The Strava and then immediately come into Folsom?
So you had
I feel cheated. I feel so cheated.
Why the Strava map?
Well, no, because you guys just like made me freeze. I had a good spot.
Where were you gonna hide?
I was in the park over there. There was a pedestrian bridge and I was under it.
Oh.
It was a good spot.
Dang.
Freeze. And I also like couldn't figure out the Strava thing, so I just gave you extra information.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
You did?
We'll have to try to figure out the Strava map thing, because
I think
that
we're
was
gonna make
unfortunate.
One thing is, it's really pretty out here. It's really nice. Got lots of cool stuff. I love it. Nice place to just relax for a couple hours, which is what I'm gonna be doing, probably for a while. Still waiting on that question, and then I'm excited to start doing. Oh, I got a question. Okay.